All right, so today we are going to talk about a giant in the FMCG space, a Anglo-Dutch company. Its Indian subsidiary was founded in 1933, headquartered at Mumbai. Why do I say giant? Because as you can see, it's involved everywhere in foods, beverages, cleaning agents, personal care products, water purifiers, fast moving consumer goods, all of it. And we are talking of none other than Hindustan Unilever Limited. Now, looking at the HUL brands, I'm sure all of you have used multiple of its brands in your everyday life. Now, I'm talking of, right from consumer durables to non consumer durables. And there are so many that it's worthless to take names, right? As you can see from the icons. And this is not exhaustive list. It goes on and on. Look at the depth of HUL. Okay, so let's look at the HUL, Hindustan Unilever chart. Let's pull up the chart, which is a candlestick chart. And to have a clear picture, we need to go at least 8 months back. So plotting it from May 2020, we'll get a 8 months picture for HUL. So you can see a clear candlestick chart. And also, if you observe closely, you can see three lines drawn on the graph. The three lines are basically the daily moving averages. The current price for HUL is around 2,412 rupees. The red line is basically the 50-day moving average. The yellow one is the 100-day moving average. And the green one, which is, I think, the baseline for us, is the 200-day moving average. Why do I say baseline? Because that's where you are sure to buy the stock if the stock is good. This shows the three lines show a clear uptrend movement. Why? Because 50 is above 100, 100 is above 200. So that gives a clear indication that the stock is an uptrend motion. Also, the current market price is exactly at the 50-day moving average. So it gives a clear picture of, or it does not give a clear, but gives a hint to buy at this price. Now let's look at one more indicator because that goes very well with the daily moving average. It's called the RSI, which is the relative strength index. What does that mean? So the relative strength index gives another good indication whether to buy a stock or not. It gives the picture in terms of strength and volume. So the red line is basically the top upper limit, which is 70. The lower limit is green line dotted, which is 30. And if you see the blue marker where it is exactly currently today, the blue zone is the buy zone. And today the price is hovering around between 40 to 60, which is a clear buy zone for us on the lower side, right? Now, looking at that, we need to take an example. So let's take an example somewhere between November and December. Why do I take this example? Because that's when a spike happened. The price was between 40, 60, and then it shot up and went above the threshold. To plot it on the chart itself, between November and December, we see that the three lines 50, 100, and 200 were coinciding. Excellent time to buy. That's where the spike happened. Now let's look at some numbers. Let's pull up the revenue chart for HUL. Now, when we are talking of revenue, obviously we cannot go brand by brand because there are so many brands. So we are talking of a consolidated revenue from HUL side. Now, pulling it last 5 years, we can see in 2017 the total revenue was around 33,162 crores, and that of 2021 it's 47,028 crores, a clear uptrend motion. Let's pull up a ratio comparison. Basically, we want to look at the EPS, earning per share. Now, if you're looking at EPS, again, just by observation, you can see compared to 217, obviously there is a rise in 218, again a rise in 219, 2020 again a rise, 2021 again a rise. So clear uptrend motion, right? And the price in 2021 is 34.03 per share. We looked at revenue, we looked at EPS. Now it's time to look at the profit and loss, basically the net profit, what HUL is doing. Again, just by looking at it, clear uptrend, that means growth. 2017 it was 4,500 crore profit. 2021 almost doubled, right? 8,000 crores. Clear uptrend motion. HUL is doing great so far. It has excellent numbers as we saw in the previous charts. So now let's look at the other attributes. Let's look at the shareholding pattern of HUL. On the left side, you can see a pie diagram where distribution percentage is shown. Blue is promoters, 61.9%. The green denotes the foreign investors, which is 14.95%. Yellow is the domestic one, which is 10.68. And then orange left for the public, 12.47%. On the right side, you can see the percentage holding. So right from March 2020 to March 2021, you can see the percentage. But the main indicator here is the green one, which is the pledges. As you can see, there is no green graph. That means there is no pledge. Pledge is basically loan against your share. So let's look at the debt to equity ratio. Let's pull up a chart of last 5 years for HUL since we are talking of pledges. So if you see the consolidated debt to equity ratio, 2017, there was a negligible 0.04%, which was cleared in 2018. 19 again 0.01 cleared in 2020 and nothing in 2021. No debt. This means last 2 years it's a debt free company. Now it's very important to compare it with others. Let's look at the competition what HUL has. If you look at the market capitalization, HUL is clear market leader because it has like 5,66,720 crores of market cap. Next to it is Dabur, which has 1 lakh something, Godrej Consumer 96,000, Marico 68,000, Colgate 47. So clear market leader in terms of market cap, right? But a good thing again here, which is the second thing which I have marked, which is the debt to equity, which is zero. In conclusion, HUL, I mean, what can I say? The stock has a tick mark on all check boxes, a definite must have in your portfolio. It's a pass from my side, a definite buy. You can do a SIP. All in all, a very good stock. All right, with that said, I thank you all for watching. Have a nice and wonderful day ahead. Thank you. Cheers.